What's going on, guys? This is Miasin, and today I'm coming at you guys with what might be one of the most ridiculous combos I've built in a while. And this is basically a YATA lock in 2022, but it's not any it's not your average YATA lock basically, because it's a real YATA lock. Yeah, you're not just resolving the effect of YATA Garasu for fun. You're actually infinite looping the effect of YATA Garasu on your opponent. So back in the days, that was possible because of Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End, or whatever the name is. Obviously got errata, and now the card is unplayable, but we have something that is actually quite similar that I won't spoil yet. So today I will be showing you guys the combo to achieve this, but also the deck profile. So before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram, and now let's jump right into it. Obviously, be assuming that I'm going second against someone who didn't end on a single interruption. So wow, what a crazy, consistent, and powerful combo, huh? YATA Garasu is just a for fun card. It's not a competitive card, so leave me alone. Anyways, I'm going second. I have 6 cards in my hand. Pretty natural. Maybe my opponent bricked, or maybe my opponent has like 5 useless back row and that I went, red reboot or whatever. So I will be going emergency teleport with this hand, summon the Xiamen. I'm not trying to normal summon this card. And now I'm going to be searching for the Foxy Tune, and I'll be using the effect of Foxy Tune, so pitch the other Xiamen, summon the Deer Note, and now make Chaos Ruler, so Chainlink 1, Chaos Ruler, Excavate 5, and then Chainlink 2, Deer Note, in order to revive back the Xiamen. So yeah, that's going to be brought back, and I can make Needle Fiber with this, not too bad. And I can activate a light or dark, so I will be taking the Tour Guide, not too bad here. Normal summon Tour Guide and summon motherfucking Doomdog Orthros. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 level 8 Fiend monster from your deck to your hand. Guess what happens to be a level 8 monster, Fiend monster, Sky Scourge Norleris. So this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing from play 1 light fairy type monster and 3 dark Fiend monsters from your grave. You can pay 1,000 life points to send all cards on the field and in both players' hand to the graveyard, then you draw 1 card. So in other words, this is quite literally the almost same effect as the old Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End, but you draw 1 card instead of destroying Sangan and then searching YATA Garasu that way. Anyways, we're going to be able to search this from the deck to the hand, but unfortunately we got unlucky and we milled the card. But it's not too bad because we have access to Chaos Space, which allows us to put back a monster that can be normal summoned or set into the bottom of the deck, and then draw 1 card if it's banished, but it's not banished yet. Don't worry, that's gonna happen in 2 seconds. So Chaos Space, discard whatever, in order to search the Chaos Dragon Wyver Buster, and then summon the Plague Spreader Zombie with a Needle Fiber, and now make the Artifact Dagda. Now you might be wondering, Yasin, what is the point of summoning Dagda here? It's only because you want to have a light fairy monster in your graveyard to banish for Sky Scourge Norleris' summon. So now revive back the Chaos Ruler by banishing a light and dark, and banish very specifically the Sky Scourge with the Wyver Burster. And we can now use the effect of Chaos Space, so put it back and draw 1 card. Effect of Nessie, I guess. Ooh, I'm pretty good at the game. I discard double summon, which I already used, so I used up my first normal summon on Tour Guide, but now I actually have a second normal summon. Anyways, now we can make the Skull Deet using 4 different monsters, and since Doomdog is a mandatory effect, it will be happening in Chainlink 1, and then the Skull Deet is going to be happening in Chainlink 2. So put back 3 cards and search for the Sky Scourge Norleris. Special summon the Danger Chupacabra because we also want to have a 3rd Dark Fiend monster in our grave, because Doomdog is one of them, and then Tour Guide is one of them, and we still well, we're still missing one of them. So now Pisty is going to be pretty interesting here because we can revive back the Chaos Ruler from the banished. So even if it, leaves the field by its own effect when it is kind of sent from the graveyard, field to the graveyard, it doesn't matter because we're going to put it back into the grave and get like a bonus monster in the process, so we can make another Skull Deet. So yes, it's very easy for this combo for this deck, or I guess this combo, to go into multiple Skull Deets. Anyways, draw 4 again because we are trying to technically draw into YATA Garasu now. Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish a dark. And now we can finally summon that Sky Scourge by banishing the 4 monsters that you're supposed to banish to summon this monster. And now, summon the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, whatever, blah, blah. Reveal Chupacabra. Again, I'm pretty good at the game because I do not get sniped. I discard the Nessie and summon the Chupacabra to search the Tsuchinoko. Search another Chupacabra, and now make another Skull Deet again. Draw 4, but we didn't get YATA Garasu yet, so we really have to do a lot of digging. We actually drew like 20 cards or something today. Well, in this one combo. So Chaos Space, multiple Allure of Darkness, and then multiple Skull Deets. And we're not done yet because we also have multiple danger effects. And now again, we're not going to be getting much. So Tsuchinoko effect, don't get sniped, and we finally draw the YATA Garasu. Now, if we use the effect of Sky Scourge now, we're actually going to be sending our own YATA Garasu into the graveyard, so we won't really be able to use its effect. So what we have to do is use the graveyard effect of Plague Spirit Zombie that we summoned off of the Needle Fiber before in order to put back the YATA Garasu on top. So now when we use the effect of Sky Scourge, we get to draw one card, which will always be the exact same card, which is the YATA Garasu that you stacked. And because of double summon, you can normal summon it right away because it cannot be special summoned. So just like that, you were able to achieve the full YATA lock, which is an infinite loop because your opponent has no cards in hand and is never allowed to conduct a draw phase as long as YATA Garasu can inflict damage every single turn. And you can revive back the Chaos Ruler because it was returned back to the graveyard thanks to Pisty. And we still have, you know, some kind of almost a follow-up because of Chaos Space and stuff like that. So yeah, this is probably the best way to YATA lock in 2022 in case you really want to do that. This is actually freaking incredible. I can't believe this has been, you know, achieved. But honestly, I'm just like beyond words, man. This is actually one of the coolest combos I have seen, like I said, in a while. So yeah, and as soon as we're going to be killing our opponent, we will be going into the deck profile. Alrighty, so this is the deck profile for the YATA lock deck. But before we proceed, please, friendly reminder to like this video, try to smash the like button so we get to 1,000 likes, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And now let's get right into it. So of course I'm playing a 40 card deck with a bunch of danger monsters because they're fantastic extenders, Allure of Darkness, and then Chaos Space, so even more draws. And you can summon, you know, you can search White Dragon Wyver Buster, which gets you like 2 summons in one. Or, I mean, obviously the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent would also work in case you discard a light monster. But the majority of the monsters in your deck are dark attributes, so the majority of the time you're pitching a danger monster to search the Wyver Buster. A Wyver Burster, oh my god, whatever, you get the point. So yeah, anyways, we're playing the one Sky Scourge in Orleras. This is how both players discard their whole hand and send every monster on the field, well, every single card on the field and hand to the graveyard to draw one card. Well, you only draw one card. Your opponent draws nothing at all. And because of the Plague Spirit or Zombie, you're always going to be drawing the card that you stack with it. So the point is to draw YATA Garasu ASAP, and then you put it back on the top of the deck in order to, you know, blow everything up, draw the YATA normal summon game. So yeah, anyways, triple Foxy Tune with 1 Deer Note and only double Z Amin. This card could also be played as a 2 of, but the Punk Engine is just so ridiculously good. Chaos Ruler is great at just deck thinning, getting like another extender, etc. And it's also an extender in the graveyard, so there's basically just no reason not to play this card. Ridiculously fantastic card. And now triple Danger Nessie with 1 Deer Note, 1 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, triple Mothman, triple Chupacabra, 1 Tsuchinoko, 1 Jackalope, and yeah, triple Tour Guide and the 1 Doom Dog. Doom Dog is the card that you summon off of Tour Guide in order to be searching your Sky Scourge and Orleras. So there were like 8 ways to get to Sky Scourge. There are 3 Tour Guide, the Sky Scourge itself, and then the Doom Dog and the triple Chaos Space. So this card is actually shockingly kind of easy to search, and it can also be excavated off of Chaos Ruler. So it really isn't that hard to nuke everything in both players' hand and field. The most difficult thing is getting the 3 Dark Fiends in the grave, because even the Light Fairy is actually a joke to get, because any 2 monsters would make Dagda, and then you just link it off and you have it in the grave. So yeah, definitely something that you have to keep into consideration. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the monster cards. And now for the spell cards, triple Allure, 1 Duster, so we don't get freaking cucked by Mystic Mine or back row decks and stuff like that. Going second, we can go Duster and then normal summon YATA attack. So against a lot of trap decks, this could actually work because they don't necessarily always end with cards in hand. So imagine this against like Dinomorphia or something if they don't draw like the freaking trap that summons. Whatever, you get the point. This card could actually be pretty funny. Anyways, triple double summon, triple Chaos Space, 1 Combat the Grave, obviously, and then triple Emergency Teleport. So 40 card deck, very minimalistic. And for the extra deck, the majority of these cards are never summoned. So Psychic and Punisher just because we're playing Pun cards, so might as well. Baron, and then Chaos Ruler, Formula Synchron, the Zombie Vampire, which I never even considered. Triple Scaldi, the 3rd one actually comes up very often. Curious, I actually never really considered going into this card. Phoenix, Dagda, obviously, because this the Light Fairy for Sky Scourge. Needle Fiber, Hieratic Seal, Pisty, and Striker Dragon. The Striker Dragon also doesn't really come up that often, but sometimes it actually could come up where you don't have much and you're just trying to get like exactly 4 monsters on the field without locking you under only being able to summon the dragons because of Pisty. So we're not really trying to use any of its effect. It's just that Pisty has a drawback that Striker Dragon doesn't have. And for the idea section, we're not playing anything of value. So that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know how you think, how you feel about this combo in the comment section below. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.